normally I don't talk. I don't do these blogs with a light like this, but there's no sunshine coming in, and I had to talk about this blog because it is the most insane, crazy conversation I just had with a friend of mine, and I had to talk about it. That's why I do these blogs, and I can't write this stuff. It's the craziest stuff. I can't write it. I was just talking to a friend of mine that's been having problems finding a job. He hasn't been able to find a job, and he's been off unemployed for a long time. I think since. At least since maybe 1982. He hasn't worked since 1982. Now, when he got out of college in 1981, and anyway, he has 6 years of higher education, 2 colleges he went to, and when he got out of college, he might have gotten a job for a while, for maybe 6 months. I don't even know, for a year, maybe a year or so. Since then, hasn't worked since then. 85, 95, at least 35 years. At least 35 can't find a job for 35. That's how bad the economy is. It's 35 years. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how he supports it or how's he living, whatever. Don't ask. Can't find a job in about 35 years. He just called me from Atlantic City. He's in Atlantic City right now, and he just called me. We used to go down to Atlantic City when I used to live in Philadelphia all the time. We stayed at Bally's. Had wonderful, wonderful times. Everything has changed, of course, which I hate. But he's in Atlantic City now. I said, why did you go to Atlantic City? And he said, I wanted to come down and relax. Did you hear what I just said? I want to come down and relax. 35 years he hasn't worked. He had to go to Atlantic City to relax. I said, when you went to Atlantic City, did they give you money? Because when I was in Philadelphia, you would take the bus down. They'd give you a coupon for food, money for slots, whatever it is. He said, oh, yeah, they gave me $30 in coupons for the slots. I said, oh, $30 in coupons for the slots? That's terrific. I said, can you use the coupons for the table games too? He said, I think so. I said, did you use them for the table games? He said, no, I didn't use them for the table games. I said, why didn't you use them for the table games? The coupons, you had $30 in coupons. You could use them for the slots, you could use them for the tables. Why didn't you use the table games? He said, well, it's easy for the slots. The table games is much more complicated to use it for the table games. I said, well, how much more complicated is it to use the coupons for the table? What do you have to do to use the coupons to play the tables? He said, well, I have to give the coupons to the dealer. I said, yes. He said, that's it. I'm telling you, I can't write this stuff. I said, so they gave you $30 in coupons. It's like talking to Gracie Allen. I said, they gave you $30 in coupons that you couldn't use for the slots and the tables. You chose to use it for the slots because it's easier. Well, sure, it's easier for the slots. I said, why is it easier? Well, you just got to put that right in the machine and it takes it right away. I said, that's why you use it for the slots? Because the table's more complicated? Sure, the table's more complicated. I said, and the table's more complicated, why? Well, because you have to give it to the dealer. I said, yeah, that's it. I said, so what are you doing now? Well, I just ate. I ate at the buffet. He ate at the buffet, $18. Where does he get $18? He hasn't worked in 35 years to eat at the buffet. I have no idea. I said, so you ate at the buffet, very, very nice. That's today. I said, what about yesterday? Did you eat yesterday at the buffet? No, I wasn't hungry yesterday. I said, why weren't you hungry yesterday? Well, when I took the bus down, I had some pretzels. You know, they have Philly soft pretzels. I said, oh, you bought Philly soft pretzels? Oh, yeah. I said, let's go. I said, what'd you get, 5 for $1? Because I remember when I lived there, we always got 5 for $1. Now, when you go to M's or the pretzel stands now, they cost you $2.35 for one pretzel. When I was a kid growing up, they were 5 for $1. It was in a bag. It was delicious. So I said, what'd you get, these pretzels, soft pretzels, 5 for $1? He said, 5 for $1? What century are you living in? I said, when I used to buy the soft pretzels in Philadelphia, I used to get 5 for $1 all the time. Are you kidding? He says they haven't been 5 for $1 since the 60s. I said, so what'd you pay? He says, 5 for $2. That's what he said. He's saying, what are you, nuts? 5 for $1? You can't get them 5 for $1. Then the 60s were 5 for $1. You can't get it. I said, so what'd you get it now? 5 for $2. I said, so now you went to Atlantic City, or you're gambling. Where's he get money for gambling? 35 years ahead. What are you asking me? I don't know. And then he tells me he went to the movies. Now, when I go to the movies in Toronto, it costs me $25. Yes, that's what it costs me. It's $12.75 a ticket for me to go to the movies. Then I get popcorn and soda. Not parking or anything, popcorn and soda. All in, it cost me $25. Popcorn and soda is about $12. So it cost me $25, me, David Bronstein, to go to the movies here. I'm going to take the family, $75 to go to the movies. That doesn't include parking or we go out to dinner or whatever bullshit. That's what it costs. So I haven't lived in Philly in years. I haven't gone to movies in Philly in years. So I said, what does it cost you to go to the movies? To get popcorn, soda, whatever it is? He said, I don't know, $10. I said, oh my God, this is the craziest thing in the world. I said, $10 to go to the movies in Philadelphia? He said, well, yeah, but then I go to those stupid movies like The Darkest Night, The Dark Knight, something like that, about aliens, and then it's 3D, and when it's 3D, it's always much more money. It always costs more, and I went to see this movies in 3D. It always costs more money to go to the movies when it's 3D. I said, well, how much more did it cost you? He says, $10.50. Hey, it's $10 when he goes to the movies in Philadelphia, popcorn and soda. But when he goes to a movie with 3D, it's more money. How much more? $10.50. You know how much more when I have to go to a movie here in 3D? It's about $14 or $15 to go to a 3D movie here, and then the popcorn and soda. And I was at a movie last week to see Mission Impossible. It wasn't even 3D. It's a special theater with big screens. All the screens are big, and seats, you sit back, and it's reserved. That cost me $15. A bullshit way to extract more money from you. This was my conversation. I'm not going to say who it is, but it was the most and I have these crazy conversations every time I talk to them. But I had to do this blog because I couldn't write this stuff. It cost him $10 to go to the movies, but when he goes to a movie with 3D, it costs more money. How much more? $10.50. He got pretzels. I said, 5 for $1? What do you mean 5 for $1? That was 40 years ago, 5 for $1. What is it now? 5 for $2. He has coupons to play in Atlantic City in the machines. I said, can you play the tables? Sure, I can play the tables, but it's much more complicated to use to play the tables. The machines are much easier. You put them in the machines, that's it. I said, well, complicated to play the tables. What do you have to do to put the coupons to play the tables? How much more complicated is it? What do you have to do? Well, I have to give the coupons to the dealer. Go to wherever the hell you want. Go to hell. Go to wherever the hell you want. Go to BronsteinTV.com. BronsteinTV.com. If you're a web pro, eBay pro, video pro, Facebook pro, a genius business partner from Lehman Brothers, I got a lot of deals going on. And in the Bronstein Empire, I fired my whole management team, my wife and 2 kids. I'm putting together a new management team where we can make a lot of cash in this year of 2012. Because go to BronsteinTV.com if you're a video pro, a web pro, an eBay pro, classified site pro, Facebook pro, or a genius business partner that can package the whole deal together because we're on our way to make $10 billion with you. BronsteinTV.com.